What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Varsity Overland channel and welcome to Utah. What's up, folks? Welcome to day one in Utah. I have been itching to get back here for so long. 2 years ago, Michelle and I took our cross-country overland trip in our Chevy Colorado. It was 5 weeks, 11 national parks, coast to coast. It was amazing, but in those 5 weeks, we were at Utah for 2 days. So ever since, I've been itching to get back here. It's just like an overlander's paradise. It's an off-road mecca. It's just an amazing, amazing place. And going to Southern California and Arizona a couple months ago and hitting the desert over there, just like it fueled the fire to return. So we're here. We're staying in Kanab, Utah, which is in the southern portion of Utah. We're here for a week. We did not overland, travel to get here. We did fly again. But you got to do what you got to do, right? When you only have a certain length of time for vacation, and it would have taken legitimately 37 hours to drive out here. No stops, no sleeping, no nothing. So we flew, but that is not going to stop us from exploring. That's not going to stop us from having an amazing adventure. And I hope you guys come along for the ride. It's going to be epic. So we are just outside Zion National Park in Springdale. Last time we were here, we had the truck. I'm getting very jealous of all the overland rigs that I've seen so far. But we are parking here, taking a shuttle into the park. One, to avoid all the traffic that we've seen. And two, that's the only way to get to the Emerald Pools. And we're hoping to hike around the Emerald Pools for the next few hours. Stay tuned. Something we've noticed hiking the lower section of the Emerald Pools Trail. This is very popular. Do not do this in the middle of the day. We are not used to being around this many people while hiking the trails. I don't care how experienced you are at hiking. If you hike the Emerald Pools Trail at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock on a Saturday of spring break weekend, it's going to take you forever. Because everybody else is doing the same thing. So we are headed back to the vehicle, making our way downtown. We're walking fast, faces past as we're homebound. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Gonna head back to the house, call it a day, and see what we get into tomorrow. So, day 2, coming right up. Morning, folks. Day 2, Utah, heading back into Zion National Park, and we're hoping to catch the sunrise at 6 a.m. right now. Been driving for about a half hour, a little over a half hour. We want to go to Canyon View Trail, which is supposed to be like the iconic sunrise spot in Zion National Park. So we have about an hour until the sun rises. Hopefully we'll get some amazing views, some great shots. Stick around. Alright, so we just experienced a beautiful yet frigid sunrise over the Zion Canyon trail, and we're now heading over to the pink coral sand dunes. Gonna make a pretty drastic transition in environment from like red rock and canyon into literal sand dunes. So definitely looking forward to that, and we might even be able to like sled or surf down some of the sand dunes, so should be a good time.
Not that. You start walking?
I want to go up here first. So we're here. We made it. Coral Sand Dunes, Utah. It's the only place with like actual sand dunes, if the name wasn't obvious enough. I feel like I'm in like a legitimate desert, like one of those stereotypical deserts from some blockbuster movie. Just nothing but sand. It's awesome. So we got some boards and some sleds. We're gonna see who can get the biggest mouthful of sand, because we are inevitably going to wipe out and probably roll to our deaths down one of these dunes. So stick around and laugh at us as we probably severely injure ourselves. Butt's gonna hurt. are leaving the Pink Coral Sand Dune State Park, and surprisingly, no one really wiped out that badly. Got sand everywhere, just like we expected, but there weren't any serious catastrophes. So, a lot of fun. Hardest part was definitely walking up the sand dunes. After hiking up to get to the point you want to, probably give yourself a good 3 to 4 hours before going again. Just kidding, but it was pretty tough. So it's just about 12 o'clock. We're gonna get some lunch and head off to our next adventure. This is why we rent a 4Runner or a Jeep, not a Ford Escape. We have definitely hit something, bottomed out once or twice from white knuckling the steering wheel. If I was in anything else, I'd be having fun. So this is fun. This is why you always take the time to rent the vehicle that you truly want, instead of waiting to the last second like we did when we ended up with our low clearance Ford Escape. This mud here is getting pretty deep, pretty messy, and as you can see, the line of low clearance rental vehicles that have the same problem we do. We're still about a half mile from our destination, and we had to stop on the trail, pull over, get out and walk. We are heading to a slot canyon, or a piece of a slot canyon, which is super exciting because a slot canyon was one thing that we were hoping to hit while we were out here, and they can get pretty dangerous with flash flooding. And this region has gotten a lot more snow than they're used to, so the snow melt has caused a lot of problems. But past week it has been very dry, and it is very dry today. There are plenty of people out here doing the same thing, so it looks to be safe. Crikey, look at this one. This is an UGG track. You can sense the amount of bougie with it. Someone's wearing Uggs out here. And if you taste it, Starbies. We are starting the Wire Pass Trail, which is going to connect us to the Buckskin Gulch, or at least let us view the Buckskin Gulch Slot Canyon. Super excited. This should give us some of those like iconic Slot Canyon Utah views. At least we hope so. Either that or it randomly rains and there's a flash flood and we all die. Stay tuned.
I actually don't know if we have any.
Are we going to?
We could walk some of it if we truly wanted to.
I truly want to.
This is crazy. Exactly like you see in the pictures. Like, and this isn't even the real deal. This is just Wire Pass. Unreal. So wild. And the temperature's got to be like 15 degrees cooler in here. Oh man, check this out. All right, folks, well, that's going to be it for this video. We made it into Wire Pass down inside those slot canyons, which were epic, but we did not go all the way to Buckskin Gulch. Supposedly there's supposed to be a 10-foot ladder within the slot canyon, and I think we saw the remnants of it, but there was no way of getting down and continuing without that ladder. So we turned around, we're heading back to the vehicle. I'm gonna go back to the house. Calling it a day. 2 days down, got about 3 or 4 days to go. Follow along for the next video, part 2 of our adventure through Utah. If you like what you see, feel free to subscribe to the channel. If you want to see more overland content, I definitely have that on the channel as well as product reviews and a whole bunch of other adventures. So, I'll see you guys next time. Peace, people.